See, is 5 souls, okay, are worshipped in the path of bhakti by different names, okay, or they are actually praised as well. Okay, out of 5, there are 3 actually who are worshipped. Okay, the other 2, we will talk about it, okay, later, but their role is a little unique. Okay, so out of 5 souls, there are 3 souls who have worshipped in form of ideals. Okay, very, very important to know. In that 5 souls, God take the support of, there are 2 males, 3 females. Okay, so the 2 males he takes. Okay, number 1 is basically, we will say Shankar, Prajapita Brahma. He is also referred as Prajapita Brahma, alias Shankar, Sevakram. Okay, so you can designate him as the first finger. Okay, then second Brahma, then you can able to choose second finger, okay, which is a female. Okay, she is worshipped in the path of bhakti with the name of Adi Lakshmi, Suniti, Shri Devi, Choti Ma. Okay, so we are going to give her a name Choti Ma. Okay, but when I say Adi Lakshmi, Vaishnavi, Bharat Mata, she's the same person we are referring to. Okay, just remember the second Brahma, then you will easily know. The third Brahma, which is known as Jagadamba in the path of Bhakti, Mahakali, Diti, same person we are talking about. Okay, so these 3 people we have been worshipping by different names and ideas in the path of Bhakti, but they all the multiple names go to one person. In the path of Bhakti, see, your wish is coming true, right? If you were a devotee of a female deity, then your wish is getting fulfilled, that, oh, you are coming to know who she is, right? So all the praise in the path of bhakti, all the ideals that we have been worshipping, okay, they are actually a memorial of them only, whom God chooses at this time. Okay, they are the one who achieves that position. Okay, they become worship worthy from ordinary human being, they become deity. Okay, so I hope you are getting that point. Even if you don't remember all these names, at least get the point. Okay, first Brahma, second Brahma, third Brahma, all these are special souls. Okay, who really follows the Srimad of God and achieves that praise. Okay, goal, or you can say the attainment, right? Also, fourth Brahma, we will name as Dada Lekhraj. Okay, Golden Age Krishna, first prince of Krishna. Fifth Brahma, Saraswati, Golden Age Radha, first princess in heaven. Okay, just remember by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is good enough. Okay, later you will get the names. God's task began in 1936. Okay. Why 1936? Okay, very good question. Because God had come at the same time in the previous kalpa. Okay, he takes about the same time as other religious father to establish the new world. Okay, and he also comes at that time because chariot that he takes, it is his last birth. Okay, in 84 births. So by now, you know, we only can take 84 births, not 84 lakhs. Okay. When we were covering belief system, we had presented the PDF in the description box to you. Okay, if it's not clear, you can go back. All right. So God comes in 1936, and also if you see in other religions, in the 1914 prophecy, if you can see, or as far as in the Quran as well, they will say around this time the prophet will be it's time for the prophet to be revealed, right? So we can say that there is significance, right, for God to come around this time as well. But God tells accurately it's 1936. Okay, so God comes in the first Brahma. Okay, again, remember by number. Okay, his first helper, Sevakram. Okay, and then coming in him, he gives the vision to the fourth Brahma. They both are connected, okay, with each other. in the last birth. Okay, the fourth Brahma's name is Dada Lekhraj. Okay, and first Brahma's name was Sevakram at that time. Okay, and they both were related. Okay, they were the one, they were connected. Fourth Brahma, as a sister, was married to first Brahma, so fourth Brahma was brother-in-law. First Brahma was brother-in-law of the fourth Brahma, so they had connection. Okay, so very, very important. So you know that they will come into connection. So fourth Brahma, all these things happen in subtle. Okay, they don't know God is doing this. Whenever God enters or leaves, nobody knows. Okay, so it's very incognito. That's why there is a praise, right? God comes in an incognito form. Okay, it's completely opposite than we have imagined. All right, so God had come in the first Brahma, gave vision to the fourth Brahma. Vision of what? Okay, he gave the vision of destruction of the old world. Okay, and the vision of the new world. Okay, golden age. And he was shown to be wearing white clothes. Okay, and he was shown to be Vishnu Chaturbhuj image. Okay, well, at that time, Dada Lekhraj, which is the fourth Brahma, okay, he was so lost in that vision. Okay, he was literally crying when he was seeing the vision of destruction. Okay, he was so emotional. Okay, at the time of the vision, like as soon as he came out of trance, as far as like after seeing the vision, at that time he thought about going to his gurus. Okay, he had gurus at that time, 12 gurus. He went to him. He thought his gurus had given him the vision, but when he went to him, he did not get the answer. Okay, he was not satisfied. They didn't know anything about his vision. So he went to a place called Varanasi. Okay, that place is known for scholars and pandits who have the ability to actually give solution to anyone's problem based on the knowledge of the scripture. But they could not able to help Dada Lekhraj as well. So Dada Lekhraj was very disappointed. He literally was drawing. He was so engrossed in that vision. He was drawing actually his vision on the walls. So at that time, he thought of Sevakram, first Brahma. He actually was a business partner in one of his shop. He was a big merchant, okay, of diamonds. And he was known in his community, Dada Lekhraj, and he made his brother-in-law, which is Sevakram, first Brahma, his partner. Okay, he was taking care of his shop in Calcutta. Okay, basically they were partners in one of his shop in Calcutta. He was manager there. So that time he was elder than him. He was more knowledgeable, honest. Okay, elder than him, and intelligent. Okay, so he thought, okay, he might have the answer. Okay, but he didn't go by himself directly to him. Okay, he tend to have little strict personality. Okay, the first Brahma. And also in the path of bhakti, we know, right, that the memorial of every good thing starting through female, right? Because of power of purity. We say like good things is done through female, which is auspicious, right? Similarly, it comes from where? Right now. Okay, God had begun the auspicious task of creating a new world, okay, through females as well. So that's why in here, remember the three helpers are still there. We were identified two helpers, right? So three females out of 3, 2 females, okay, plays role initially in the task of creation in the beginning. Okay, so how do they do that? Again, you don't have to really dive in deeper, just get the essence. Okay, how God had all of them meet together to start his task of creation. Okay, um, so he had first Brahma uh, um come, sorry, into the picture. Okay, by entering in him, then he had fourth Brahma come into the picture by giving him visions, and how he is connecting fourth and first Brahma through the second and third Brahma. Okay, which are the females. So very important. So first of all, Dada Lekharaj. Okay, he went, okay, to the second Brahma, Choti Ma, which was his sister, apparently. Okay. And then at that time, Sevakram, okay, Sevakram, the first Brahma had 2 wives, his sister, fourth Brahma's sister was one of his wives, and another wife was there, which is third Brahma, Badima. Okay. Again, just get the essence here, how they are coming into connection and playing the role, okay, in the task of creation. This is how they came together. So first going to second Brahma, okay, Dada Lekharaj, and then she goes to the third Brahma because they both were living together with Sivakram. Okay, and so now they both go to again to the first Brahma. Okay, to narrate the at that time whenever they both go to Sevakram, so God entered in her first, okay, to narrate the visions. Again, it has a connection with the creation of new world, okay, establishing the path of bhakti. You might not understand right now, but there is a purpose in everything that's happening. You will understand after you listen to God for 3 to 6 months. You will understand, I guarantee. Okay. So right now, just understand, like, okay, God starts the task through female, okay, and then he would come into the Sevakram, okay, the first Brahma, and he narrates the vision to both of them. Okay, so basically, God himself is clarifying, okay, the vision through Sevakram, okay, the first Brahma. There are references in Bhagavad Gita on that, okay, that God had come in him. Okay, he is referred to as the seed of the human world tree. He is the one who is praised throughout the Gita. Okay, you will see the references in the Bhagavad Gita, Gita sloks section. All right. Aham Beach Prajapita. Okay, he's known as Prajapita, in whom God sows Mamyoni Mahat Brahma Tasman Galbam Dadamya. Okay, so his intellect serves as like a yoni, womb for him to sow the knowledge. Okay, from his mouth, God narrates the explanation about the visions. He tells both of the mothers, tells that, okay, the new world is about to come, old world is about to go. Okay, and so the Kali Yuga is going, Satyuga is coming, hell is going, heaven is coming. Okay, and Dada Lekhraj, he is becoming first prince in the golden age. Okay, named as Krishna, golden age Krishna. Okay, and he will play the role of Brahma. Okay, that's all. There was no explanation at all. Just God wanted to give the indication. Okay, first he has to bring these 5 souls together, right? Give them the feeling that new world is coming. So this is how he is doing. Okay, and these 2, second and third Brahma, they go to the fourth Brahma. Okay, and narrates the clarification of the vision. Okay, and this is the time. Okay, this all of them, they Dada Lekhraj actually sells the business, all the businesses. Sevakram was 60 years old, Dada Lekhraj was 50 years old, okay, at that time. So under the direction of God through Sevakram, Dada Lekhraj gets the indication to now sell all the businesses and just focus on this task, okay, of the divine task of God. But again, nobody knew this is a task of God at that time. Okay, so now everybody goes to Hyderabad, Dada Lekhraj, fourth Brahma was from Hyderabad. Okay, so they go to Sindh, Hyderabad, okay, in 1936 and opens a spiritual gathering named Om Mandali. Okay, Om Mandali. Om, we know the meaning of Om already. Mandali means gathering. Okay, so God have started the gathering through the special souls, okay, who are the helpers of God. So that's why Om is used there. Okay, so the task of bringing awareness, okay, of the presence and the divine task of God continue. Okay, until 47, they were in Hyderabad, but just after starting in 36, okay, after some time, we had the fifth Brahma came into picture. Okay. So at that time, basically everybody used to come in spiritual gathering. Fifth Brahma was also added into this. They were doing this chanting of Om actually. Okay. And they were having the visions. They also would see that fifth Brahma as a Radha, first princess in the golden age as well. So they used to really have that feeling of actually going into trance, going into the new world. Okay, so God is giving everyone the feeling that new world is coming at that time. Okay, so in 1942, so initially the first, second, third Brahma was taking care of the yagya. This is called yagya. Okay, yagya means we say the sacrificial, right? Fire. We in here we do yagya. Okay, where we perform certain rituals, sacrifice certain things like physical things, right? In order for the protection, right? We do it for protection of we can say from obstacles, right? We do the physical yagya, but in here we are talking about spiritual, okay, yagya, where through the power of knowledge, we are sacrificing our vices. Okay, so God starts something there. From that point onwards, we are basically surrendering ourselves intellectually, okay, to God, and how we sacrificial fire of knowledge, okay, where we sacrifice our offerings basically of the vices, the negativity, okay, in this yagya that God has started, basically in this task of establishment, okay, God had started. So at that time, this yagya is also actually placed in the Bhagavad Gita as well. Again, you will get the references, okay, in Bhagavad Gita. So Om Mandali started the first, and then with the help of the first three Brahmas, okay, everything was managed. In 1942, okay, in 1942, by actually 1942, the first Brahma leaves the body, he takes the rebirth. Okay, by 1947, okay, when everybody moves from Hyderabad to Karachi, okay, when they had Hindu-Pakistan separation, at that time, second and third Brahma leaves body. Okay, they take another birth. So out of 5 helpers, only 2 remain, fourth and fifth Brahma by 1947. Okay, and that is the time God enters. Okay, so before God entered in the first Brahma until 1942, then God entered in the third Brahma. Okay, third Brahma from 42 to 47. Okay, and then God entered to fourth Brahma from 47. Okay, but this is the time the role of God changed. Before, God was just giving everyone a feeling, okay, of his presence through vibration. Okay, some of the task of giving the vision, which is from the path of bhakti. But now God says the intellect is tuned enough now, okay, where he can give the knowledge and they will be able to study, right? So now from 1947, God now started revealing himself through his pure knowledge, which is considered to be basic knowledge. Okay, so and then the fourth Brahma, which is Dada Lekhraj, he was known as a Brahma Baba from that time. Okay, so God started giving the knowledge in the midst of chaos. There was just small family, okay, who were living, okay, in the very pure surrounding in the company of God, experiencing heaven. Okay. So that's why God says, oh, that was a model of, like a mini model of heaven at that time. Okay. So that God started the task of creation of Brahmins, right? When as soon as God started giving the knowledge, now people started recognizing, okay, of God entrance in Brahma Baba, okay, and the task of creation of Brahmins began, okay. God played the role of loveful part, okay, through Brahma Baba, as you can see in the picture, right? This old man. So fourth and fifth Brahma are shown in the picture. Oh, sorry. This is the fourth Brahma, okay, and this is the fifth Brahma, okay. So at that time you can see the pictures in the back, right? So until from 47 to 51, okay, actually around 1951, they were in Karachi. Then they moved to Mount Abu. Okay, so God revelation first was there among the children, and now God is actually being revealed in the form of mother, okay, to everyone in the outside, to others in the outside world. Okay, in the task of spreading God's message to everyone, okay, began from 1951 from Mount Abu. Okay, Brahma. Brahma also means senior mother. Brah means body. Ma means mother. Okay, so Brahma is also the task of the team, and Brahma is another meaning of senior mother. So God played a role of a senior mother, okay, through the fourth Brahma. He was revealed in form of the mother. He taught to imbibe divine virtues, played loveful part, okay, played the role of Karanha, okay, as a doer. And then 1951 to then he also opened the change. The Om Madli was changed to university named Brahma Kumaris. Okay, World Spiritual University. So God opened the university. Now, based on, because God was playing the role of a mother, right, through Brahma. So based on that, the name was changed. Okay, God's role changed, name change. Okay, but at that time, the Brahmins, so we already said that, oh, God selected a special source from all the religions. That's why we are worshipping 108 rosaries, right? So Brahmins, were two types of Brahmins were created, and based on that, 9 categories of Brahmins were there. All right, we know right now, like that, everybody is divided into 9 categories of Brahmins, right? We know about Kashyap Gotra, Bharadwaj Gotra, right? Whenever we have the puja or some ritual, right, we perform, it is said to be like we are asked which Gotra you are. So, okay, so basically all the children of God, they were divided into 2 categories, which were further divided into 9, because we have 9 religions, right? So 9 categories of Brahmins that you will learn. Okay, we have different religions, 10 main religions. Okay, out of 10, there is one which is atheist. So God says 9 main religions. So that's for 9 categories of Brahmins. Okay, so very, very important to understand. So in this 2 categories, which were further divided to 9, you need to understand, okay, all the 9 categories are divided into 2 portion, Mukh Vanshavali, Cook Vanshavali. Okay, why? What does that mean? Okay, mouth-borne progeny, lab-borne progeny. That means that when God came, right? When God came, few children recognized God. Okay, based on His knowledge. Some children were attached to the body in whom God came. Okay, so very, very important. So they were called, who were attached to the body. Okay, they were attached to the image of the body in whom God came. They were considered Kuk Vanshavali Brahman, lab-born Brahmins, and the children, Brahmins, who were connected to God's knowledge. Okay, they were connected to God through His knowledge, are called mouth-borne progeny. Okay, so at that time, 2 categories of Brahmins were created. Okay, and task of God in these pictures, if you see, This picture you see, this picture, there were four main pictures. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, four pictures were prepared on the basis of visions. Okay, on the basis of visions in 1961. One of them is Trimurti, as you can see. Okay, Brahma is shown here, right, with one face, because God was revealed in front of the world through his knowledge. Okay, that's why the picture that were created, okay, through divine vision and verified by God himself, right, they chose only one face because God was revealed as a mother. Okay, so God plays the role actually practically, okay, through a corporeal human being. All right. Okay, we are almost there. So God continued his task, okay, through fourth Brahma. Okay, before, like by 1965, as you can see, fifth Brahma leaves the body. Okay, Om Radhe Saraswati. So she's out of the picture. At the same time, the name changes to Prajapita Brahma Kumaris. Okay, which is actually indication for God's role to be changing in the near future. Okay, God is now bringing the awareness of that first Brahma. Okay, at that time, people didn't know God came into that first Brahma. Okay, he was very incognito. People only know about God's presence when he came in the fourth Brahma. So, first three Brahmas were incognito. Okay, very, very important to understand. All right, so name change. Okay, and then what happened? By 1969, okay, so God gave the basic knowledge through mother, okay, and then also in different religions, we Adam, Eve, we are known Adam, Hawa, right? So this is a memorial of God playing the role of a mother, father, teacher, and guru. Okay, that's why everybody received the sustenance from the world mother and world father. Okay, that's why everybody remembers God as a mother and also the father. Okay, the Brahma means big mother. So God used to narrate sweet, sweet speech full of love, which was known as Mudlis. Okay, Mudlis. Okay, so everybody, she, like in a mother, to the body of mother, sweet lullabies were sung. Okay, Murli was filled with sweetness. Okay, so it has been given the name Murli. Okay, so that was done to the on Mount Abu. Okay, so now from 51 to 69, God played the role of a mother. Okay, and then God finished his part. Okay. Okay, so God left the body of the mother. Okay, by 1969. And then God went back to his first chariot. Okay, of course the body will be different, but it's the same soul of first Brahma. Okay, God now had to play the role of a father, teacher, guru. Why? To complete the unfinished task of heaven. Okay, to narrate the in-depth secrets of Adhyatmic Gyan, Gita Gyan Amrut. Okay, you can say to speak live Gita. Okay, orally with detailed explanation, okay, to reveal the true identity of God to everyone, okay, to give everyone the sustenance of God as a father, teacher, and Sadguru, destroy all religions, establish one true deity religion, okay, he is the one, right, through the first Brahma, the deity religion is established because he is the Dev Mahadev, right, so God will uh, uh, take his chariot again, okay, because he left in 1942, right? He left the body, he took the rebirth. Now God is in him, okay. Currently, God is in this world, he is in Adam, he's going to be in him to complete his task, okay, until he destroys negativity in everyone and have everyone believe that God is in him. God is going to continue to give this depth of knowledge. Okay, so good news is currently God is playing the role of father, teacher, and Sadguru. Okay, and he also wants to teach lesson to his children. Okay, initially the Cook Vanshavali children who only recognized God through the body, when time of the examination came, they did not recognize the God. Okay, so currently God is playing the role of father, teacher, and Sadhguru, okay, through this chariot of Adam from 1969. Okay, and this is the same form which is known as Kalankidhar Avatar. Okay, Shankar means it's again based on the task, the name is given. Okay, Sha means rest, Shaman Karna. Okay, which is to stop. Okay, Rudra, he attains the Rudra Avatar. So God doesn't take horror form physically. Okay, we need to understand. We need to turn around now, tune our intellect spiritually. He takes a horrible form in form of taking everyone's in depth of knowledge. Okay, he is that chariot to everyone believe God is here. Okay, he will give all the one who is believing in God, making effort, will give heavenly experience through him only. That's why he's called Yogeshwar. So we have two unlimited fathers. Okay, we have the father of the souls, which is the supreme soul, and we have the father of 700 crores human soul, Prajapita Brahma. Okay, father of all the religious fathers known as Adam, Adidev. Okay, so this is the time. Okay, this all our wish is coming true. Meditation is nothing but recollecting that fact of who we are and where God is. If we can able to remember that, okay, that is meditation, right? So now next session is going to be focused on receiving the introduction, okay, of the corporeal chariot. I will visualize you. I will visualize his face. Okay, you will visualize his face, and then you will know about the university God has opened. You might have already watched it. You might have already watched the video earlier on the Adhyatmik Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. Okay, that is the university God has opened. The name has changed from Prajapita Brahmakumaris to Adhyatmik Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. Okay, how Brahmakumaris are different than Adhyatmik Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. It's very important you understand that. Okay, but we are not going to cover that right now. We are going to see, we can cover in the future session, or I will give you something to read if you're interested. Okay, so we'll find out who is that chariot. Well, let's get the biography of him. Okay, and then we will move further. Okay, Om Shanti.